got topic wise, man? What we gonna talk about today, man?
So the first topic conversation.
We got going on in these streets.
Everybody's talking about this. I want to know what y'all think, opinions, and how everybody feels about the Kendrick Lamar album. Surprise! I don't think anybody knew about it. It just dropped out of nowhere, right?
Dropped it and.
Absolutely, yeah, and everybody's going crazy. A lot of strong feelings and opinions. So
yeah, I'm
interested in knowing what do y'all think about it.
So, let me get your thoughts first of all. What'd you think, man?
So I liked it. I like Kendrick Lamar. I've liked Kendrick Lamar for a long time, right? I started listening to Kendrick Lamar years ago. I found one of his videos on YouTube. As far as the beef go, I like Drake. I'm a fan of Drake, right? And so, I don't know. You always kind of pick a side, right? And I felt like...
I mean, you don't have to. I guess you do.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't be on the fence with me, bro. You either with me or against me. You know what I'm saying?
You can't play the sideline and call it how you see it.
Hell no. Absolutely. No. Anyway, so... I think for me, I had been on Drake's side because I felt like Kendrick had lied. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, even though I had felt a way about the way that he went about things, I really liked the album. I liked it. I think it's probably my favorite Kendrick Lamar album to date.
Dope
for sure. Yeah, I really liked it. It's just super West Coast, super.
Yeah. He definitely. I think the dope thing about Kendrick is that I think he's using this opportune time where everybody's talking about him to kind of put on for the next generation. Nadia, what you think, man? Did you get a chance to peep it?
So I listened to a couple songs on there. Yeah, shout out to Peso. He has Peso on there, man.
Okay.
Peso.
Oh, young and Cat, right? Yeah, he's on.
Guarantee. He's from the West Coast too.
That's that GNX, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dope. Yeah. So here's a crazy thing. I think producer T-Rab over here, he hit me with it, and it was funny because he sent me a YouTube video. I see it. First thing I thought about when I saw the GNX is I thought about Menace to Society.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember the scene in the movie when O-Dog and Kane and then MC8, they was ready to do that drive-by.
Mm-hmm.
So I immediately thought of that shit when I saw the car. Then this motherfucker called me and he was like, yo, he's got the album out. And he hangs up on me. Oh, shit. So it took me a while to get to it, but yeah, I think it's super West Coast, man.
Yeah.
I love that. LA had a great year this year. You know what I'm saying? Like Dodgers won the World Series. I'm still upset about that shit, but whatever. Dodgers win the World Series. Kendrick put on for the town. Biggest record in the world, and then he's using that, opportunity now to put on for the West Coast. So one other thing I really liked about the album is that, did y'all see the video for Squabble Up?
Yeah. Oh, I like that video.
That video's hard, right?
Yeah, I really like it. Oh. He's just in the room, but the whole vibe,
the imagery that he,
the song got played out just the beginning, right? Like put on social media. I do social media on the side, and so I'm always on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and so I heard the song, just the intro, so much that it felt like, I was already almost tired of hearing it, and then the whole song came out, and I'm like, damn, it's fire. Like, you get to hear the whole thing, like, damn, hell yeah.
The thing for me was when I first listened to the album, and me personally, I'm a guy who's really big on album structure, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of want to know, like, I want your intro to hit. You feel me? Like, I want that intro to set the tone, and that's exactly what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like, he set the tone off, then you get into the Squabble Up record. We heard that snippet before. And then he's got the record with SZA, the Luther record, which is a crazy sample, right? Then you kind of get into this West Coast shit, and he really, 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 the sound, sonically, this album is something special. You know what I mean? So, the album's super dope. The imagery for me with Kendrick is so much because everything this guy does, bro, it's intentional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in the Squabble Up video when he got the Ice-T, the Power cover? Yeah. Then he had the Bloods, right? Then he had the Rosary, right? Him sitting down with the Rosary. It's just like the things that he does is so well thought out that I'm super excited to see what he do next. Now, I heard word is that they got a deluxe coming. Did you hear any rumblings about that?
I did. I heard a couple conspiracies that there was some like, I don't even remember, bro. It was like on Instagram. I heard some.
They got all them
It
conspiracies.
was
out
like,
there.
oh, he said this and alluded to this, so that definitely means there's some more shit coming, and he's definitely got a deluxe version on the way or some shit. So, I mean, who knows? I don't know. I think it was smart of him to drop the snippet before that shit got played on social media, and everybody was trying to find the whole song. And when you look for it, it led you back to. This is going to take us into our next topic conversation. But when you search for it, it led you to it took you to Not Like Us, which is interesting, right? So when you like, if you got that shit on your phone that'll let you, it's Shazam or whatever, right? When you play a song, you click the button,
Right.
it'll listen to the song, it'll tell you which song it is.
Right.
When you play that song, if you Shazam it, it would take you to Not Like Us. It's not part of Not Like, it's not on that song at all. Anyway,
'cause it was unreleased, right?
Right. Which is, that's an interesting point. But people were trying to find the song all over, couldn't find the song, and then now it came out and it's a banger, So that was smart. But yeah, he's definitely a smart dude.
Did the
definitely
credits
intentional.
leak? Did they got the credits on Apple Music? Because I know the lyrics is there. Like I
They
know you
should.
can go. Because here's the thing about a lot of these artists, bro. I don't know if you ever noticed, especially with the big artists, right? When an album drop, sometimes you don't get the credits right away. You can guess and say, like, yo, this guy produced this.
Yeah.
Like when Kendrick's album first came out, I didn't know who none of these features were.
Yeah.
I didn't know Lucky. What's his name? Lefty Gunplay.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was on a project until later when the album,
Yeah.
marinated for a minute. They put the features up and everything. Okay, so who did the Squabble Up beat? Who's the producer on that?
Production and look right here.
Soundwave? Wow.
Because Soundwave did like most of the album, if I'm not mistaken.
So, and that's an interesting thing because I think that the Kendrick album to me just sonically sounded so safe to the West Coast. Like I never really heard a Kendrick album sonically that felt that strong. You feel me? Lyrically, it ain't usually what he does. What was the thing you mentioned to me in the video, the Kendrick for Dummies?
It's literally Kendrick for Dummies.
Kendrick for
It's
Dummies.
a dumbed down Kendrick album.
Okay, I like that shit. Nah, I mean
This album you like?
Oh, I love it.
That's what our this album is a Kendrick for Dummies album.
Yeah.
I just said it's my favorite album. Motherfucker.
Hey man, if the shoe fits, bro.
Shit, I like Damn. I like To Pimp a Butterfly. I like
Well,
ADHD.
You know
See,
what's
I like
crazy?
Damn. Damn's hard. Bro.
Yo, so
Yeah, that's a dope album,
let me tell
for
you,
sure.
Damn is really well put together because Damn obviously tells that story from front to back.
You gotta
but
play
if-
it backwards, right?
if you play it
that
backwards,
one's
yeah.
not for dumb. I figured that out.
But no. To my point of that, I do think Damn is kind of, it's not like this for dummies, but it's definitely dumbed down in comparison to like Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah,
You feel
it's
me?
all right.
So
So you
but-
talking about like the bar work? That's kind of dumbed down a little bit.
Yeah, like just in general, like you can.
It's more of a vibe than some shit you listen to and try and catch. Like, oh,
Exactly.
did you hear what he just said? It's
Right.
more like some shit that you could play in the car and like vibe to,
Yeah.
right? You don't necessarily
Yeah.
smoke
Absolutely.
a blunt and like, listen to it and be like, God damn. To Pimp a Butterfly, I think is more like some shit that like he
It's
was
deep.
really in his bag, right? Like he,
It ain't surface level rap.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's the thing is I think this Kendrick album, it's I wouldn't say it's super surface level rap, but it's kind of at that point where you could just throw it in, vibe with it.
It's sonically pleasing.
Right.
That's what most people want, though.
Yeah. Well, I think Kendrick hasn't really. I don't think he's mastered that just yet. Like, I think he's really mastered the big Thanksgiving. I think we're talking about Thanksgiving. Like, when you get a Kendrick album, it's a full course meal. Like, you gotta take your time. You feel me? Like, you can't just off one listen get a vibe for the Kendrick album. Like, you gotta sit there and let that shit marinate. You know what I mean? This album is like, it's sticky. You know what's funny is I was talking to somebody this week about it. It reminds me of Pusha's last album, It's Almost Dry, where the beats are so sticky and the hooks are like they're catchy. You feel me? Like you hear a hook, like Squabble Up, boom.
That's
It's
interesting.
simple, but it catches with you. You know what I mean? And then the beat just rings. So
I never heard a Pusha T album that stuck with me. Never
you
liked
should
one.
definitely, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I understand now
Sticky
because
isn't the word I would
you
use
was,
for
you was
Pusha
talking about
T.
that Drake shit, which we'll
Yeah.
get into, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have some
yeah.
shit on Drake. I guess before we jump into the next topic, you said possibly, I guess there's rumblings that there is a deluxe, right? So you mentioned a theory to me that was interesting, right? So you was telling me about in the video, everything with Kendrick is obviously a fucking Easter egg, but the Compton Christmas party, right? Is what day is that?
I think it's the 13th.
13th of December. So maybe he dropped something around December 13th?
Yeah.
Possibly.
And then you have the heart, that whole theory. He drops the heart, and then he drops the album. So,
Oh, yeah, that's right, because he
Yeah,
usually
so
drops
hard on this
a
one.
heart before the album.
right.
Somebody pointed out to me, I think I saw it on Instagram, so he has a couple of different images in the video that allude to a double album. So the Nate Dogg album was a double disc.
Mm-hmm. And that's the one that's hanging.
Right.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
what was
yeah.
that album called? Can't remember, but the Nate Dogg album was a double. The backdrop of the album is from the Roots, Things Fall Apart album, which is a double album.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another couple of like Easter eggs in there that
The Ice-T album was a double album, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think so. Maybe.
But the other thing too is that video, that snippet, that minute.
Oh yeah, it's not even on the album.
It's not on the album, but he has 2 GNXs in the video.
Oh, see, that's why I love the internet, bro. They be doing all that homework for me.
Bro, they do so much.
That's
Yo,
what I'm saying,
so
bro.
my-
It's not like
yo,
straightforward. It's not
my-
like some shit like, why not just tell me, bro?
Right. Nah, but I think that's what makes it exciting, man. There hasn't been a hip hop artist to kind of Easter egg it. You know, I fucks with that shit. My wife was actually, she was showing me some shit on Thanksgiving about that too. She was like, "Yo, listen to this fucking theory," and I'm like, I'm a hip hop guy, so like I understand it. I'm not sure if that's what Kendrick's doing, but just the fact we talking about it is, that's the point, right?
Yeah.
Talk about it, it goes viral. You go listen to the music. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, a lot of the shit that he does, he has like a meaning behind it.
Yeah, it's
you
a
know
meaning
what I'm
behind it. Yeah, I mean, you look at his first album, bro. It's a movie. It's an audio movie.
Yep.
Billboard. I think they did the 100 best albums of all time, and this fucking guy was in the top 10. That's crazy. And he's a Pulitzer Prize winning guy. Like he's just deep. You feel me? He's deep. So
Didn't he have 2?
I fucks with it. Huh?
Didn't he have like 2 of them in the top 10?
I don't think he had 2. I just think he had 1. Good Kid, Mad City. Pimp a Butterfly was probably in there at some point, but I don't think it was top 10. But yeah, man, shout to Kendrick, man. I don't think he's with TDE anymore, but PG Lang, man, them guys they're doing a lot of great work up there, especially with the visuals and the videos and whatever that fucking trailer snippet was in the beginning of the shit you sent me. Where is that song?
That's coming.
It's on the deluxe.
Shit.
Oh, wait for that shit.
You're gonna be streaming like a motherfucker.